Hasan is invited to give a speech at UBC, which is a university in Canada, and talks about truthfulness and responsibilities. Pokimane has introduced a so-called neighbor, and people are speculating that it's a relationship, and on the other hand, things are not going well for Mr. Demon Time, so Miskiff's lawsuit is getting messier day by day. Let's start with HasanAbi, who recently appeared at a Canadian university giving a talk about responsibility, truth, and being a reliable source of information in the age of misinformation. Hasan explains that many young people treat his stream like background news, almost like an 8-hour broadcast, and that he takes that responsibility seriously. And here's the problem: the moment someone says, "Trust me, I'm responsible," the internet immediately does the opposite. The irony is thick, because Hasan also casually admits that in modern media, lying can be extremely effective. That single statement alone basically summarizes half of Twitch politics.
I try to deliver truthful analysis that's both true to myself and true to the facts on the ground to the best of my ability.
When your influence is massive and your audience treats opinions as facts, the line between analysis and propaganda disappears fast. That's not education, that's a balance patch waiting to happen. The bigger issue is the contradiction, presenting yourself as a truth teller while simultaneously normalizing selective framing, emotional narratives, and bias-driven commentary. That's not fighting misinformation, that's just being louder than everyone else.
And I do think about that responsibility all the time. It's something that I try to maintain to the best of my ability.
Twitch drama thrives on confidence, not accuracy, and Hasan is simply very good at sounding certain. Truthful analysis that is also true to myself is not being truthful at all. It's selective messaging based on your emotions and used to push propaganda.
Because I understand that for people under the age of 40, I used to say 25, now I'm saying 40. A lot of people see me as their primary news source, something that's open, something that's on in the background throughout their day. It's almost like an 8-hour CNN broadcast.
Virtually every single time Hasan talks about any other creator who even just slightly disagrees with him, Hasan lies, lies, and lies. I don't think any other creator has so often and maliciously lied about others in an attempt to bully them into submission.
So I try to not maintain a level of professionalism in my commentary necessarily, but definitely maintain a level of professionalism when it comes to verifiable evidence that I address.
Now, let's pivot to Pokimane, because no week on the internet is complete without a "totally not my boyfriend" storyline. Pokimane recently posted TikToks featuring a guy she refers to as her neighbor, cooking together, going to the gym together, casually singing together. Naturally, the internet did what it does the best and speculated.
Floor drop, I have to introduce you to a recurring character in my life. This is Chris, also known as Sunkiss, also known as my neighbor. We met at one of those everybody in the building gets together kind of parties,
leading to backlash, debates, and podcast explanations insisting it's just a neighbor and nothing more.
and then there were board games for people in the building, so we got to know each other at board game nights.
According to Pokimane, part of the reason she keeps things vague is privacy and cultural expectations. Here's the reality: soft launch culture exists because creators want the attention without making their audiences feel betrayed. On Twitch and YouTube, relationships aren't personal, they're branding decisions. Admit you're dating someone and you risk parasocial backlash. Hide it too much and you look deceptive. Pokimane trying to walk that line ends up doing the opposite, drawing more attention, more speculation, and more criticism. The deeper issue is that online fame turns normal life events into content, and once everything is content, nothing feels authentic. Whether it's a neighbor or a boyfriend almost doesn't matter anymore. The performance is the point, and then we arrive at the Miskiff lawsuit, which might be the most chaotic arc yet. Miskiff is suing Asmongold and Imiru for defamation, claiming their statements harm their reputation. The problem: many of the statements he's upset about are things he's openly admitted himself. Anger issues, reckless behavior, repeating someone's own words are not defamation. The lawsuits reportedly lack specific timestamps and exact defamatory statements. Instead of pointing broadly to hours of content and saying, "it's in there somewhere," courts don't work like YouTube comments. You don't just vibe check evidence. Adding fuel to the fire, Miskif continues speaking publicly about the situation, hinting at books, exposing people, and generally doing the one thing every lawyer advises against: talking. And when you're involved in legal action, silence is strategic. Streaming through it is entertainment, but it's also self-sabotage. The more he speaks, the more clips circulate, and the stronger the opposing argument becomes. So, what's the lesson here? Maybe don't treat streamers as news anchors. Maybe don't soft launch your personal life like it's a product teaser. Watch this video next, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Cheers!